Greetings, friend. I hope you're well today. Hey, have you ever checked Zillow, Realtor.com, or those other online software systems to try to determine your home's value? Those values, they're an estimate. They give you a ballpark of what your home really is worth. But what we really need to do is get inside to take a look at it. What condition is it in? What upgrades have been made over the last so many years since you've lived there? When we're doing a comparable market analysis, a CMA, and what an appraisal will do for a buyer when they're getting a loan on a property is they're trying to find comparable properties to your subject property, okay, as close a proximity as possible within the same subdivision, if possible, within a half a mile, similar homes. Similar in square footage, similar in amenities, such as do you have a pool or no pool, garage or no garage. Those are things that all come into play when we're trying to determine a value. And then another thing is updates. Are the windows, air conditioning, hot water tank, electrical panel all new? Some of the older homes like that we have here in the Pinellas County area have old plumbing. Well, if the owner previously has, or you have redone the major plumbing in the home, that goes a long way in increasing the value of the property. And every home on every street is going to have a different value depending on the condition of the property and the upgrades that it has made. A larger lot, a water view. Those online estimates of value can't take those things into consideration. And they certainly aren't in the house to give you a very good value on that property. So at the end of the day, a home is worth what a buyer is willing to pay. Our job as listing agents for you, the seller, is to give you a realistic number as to what a property is going to sell for. The last thing you need from any realtor is to agree with you on what your home is worth. That's really doing you a disservice. What you really need to hear is, by looking at the comparables and looking at real data, real, hard facts, basically comparing apples to apples. This is what this home sold for. Here is the current market condition. Is it going up? Is it going down? Let's always be ahead of that curve. So, because the last thing you want to do is place a property on the market and have it sit there for days, weeks, months, years. Yes, years. There are homes today in this market that have been sitting on the market for over 365 days. And there's only one reason that happens: price. Okay, location's important, but location is going to determine price. The same home on a corner of a busy street is going to be worth less money than down the road at the end of the cul-de-sac because you don't have to deal with the traffic. Same exact home, but the value is different because of the location. But pricing is key to getting any buyer in quickly and to get you the highest net. That's what you're looking for as a seller. So if you're curious what your home is worth in today's market, I'd be more than happy to provide you with a, no obligation, number, so approximately where, we should list the home with. And then from there, we can give you an accurate net sheet of what you're walking away with, because that's what's most important to you, right? I'm John Rurkowski. I help families transition to the next chapter in their life. If you're interested in taking me up on my experience, I'd be honored to help you or your family. Call me anytime at 727-459-7356 and make it a great day. Thanks and peace.